Is there a certain profile of your typical client that comes to you on the looking for the executive? And you define them as people who have been in business 30, 40 years and grown the business from the ground up?
A business owner who has bootstrapped the business and suddenly, perhaps because they've talked to an advisor, whether it's an insurance advisor, their CPA, or their attorney, someone said to them, look, you really need to make sure you do this the right way. And so they reach out to me on a referral basis and come to me and ask me for my help. Again, I'm a head and heart guy. I'm all the emotional part. So having an owner come and sit down and talk with me about where they've been, where they are, and where maybe where they need to go or want to go, the last part's not defined. And these are folks that they're entrepreneurs by definition. They've done everything. They don't need anybody else's help. So to acknowledge emotionally that they need someone's assistance is a huge, huge, huge challenge for them. But once they come over that hill, it's, okay, do I get out of my business now? Do I get out of it gradually? Do I hire someone to come in and help me? Or do I reorganize the business? Oh, why are my customers leaving me? Why are my key staff leaving me? There's certain signals and tipping points for them that'll cause them to sit back and say, I am in the business. I need to get on the business. And for the most part, anytime an owner thinks about, well, I've run my own business for 35, 40, 50 years, I can handle this transition as well. What they fail to understand is the business is running well because of them. They can't take on another full-time job of trying to figure out how to transition or develop a succession plan for their business. And that's where experienced advisors come in. And I'm only one. There's a number of different advisors they should consult with.
So it sounds like you're creating a roadmap to help them to their destiny where they're comfortable again, would be.
Yes, that's correct.
And do you find a lot of people engaging you through the internet? Is it more referral? Where are your typical?
It's all referral based. So as I mentioned earlier, John, someone has to trust the source that's referring them. And if it's an attorney, if it's a trusted advisor, then they're going to trust and respect that that advisor is not going to steer them wrong. It may be akin to referring a client to a registered investment advisor who's going to take all of your fortune and invest it. It takes a long time for that relationship to develop. Similarly with my services, because it's very much one-on-one, it's very easy for me to sit down and ask an owner a series of questions, and in the course of an hour that extends to 2, that extends to 3, they're telling me their whole career story. And then at the end of it, they're saying, I never realized that these were some of my challenges. And so I leave it with them, well, it's up to you if you want to go forward, but these are the steps I recommend. Bear in mind, you bootstrapped your business from the beginning as an entrepreneur. Now you need to get in a position where you have to think about and acknowledge a plan of action. Businesses oftentimes don't have business plans, budgets, roles and responsibilities that are clearly defined. It's all
in the head.
Up in the head.
Certainly in the small and mid-sized business world.
Yeah, small and
absolutely.
mid-sized business world, and some larger businesses as well, John. So what I tend to say to folks is doing a plan, an actionable plan, is a good thing. Consider this your succession strategy, your transition strategy, your personal plan, however you want to frame it. But you need to lay out a series of steps and identify points along the way where you need to bring in specialized advisors to help you be successful.